Hi, I am Ryu. I'm a 15-year-old student studying in Kharisma Bangsa, and today I will be talking about dangers of plastics in the environment. Trash, one of the most common words in the English language, in which linguophile people like me hates to talk about it or even negotiate about it. It's like what James Newton said, garbage bags is full of trash talk. Even people like me feels dissident when talking about trash. Trash is something in which an object, especially if they are plastics, have come to a misuse. People stop using it and put them in the wrong place. What I mean by putting it in the wrong place is by littering. There are two sides in everything, of course. The good side and, of course, the bad side. However, when I stated that people struggle of placing the trash, I'm referring to the environment, that's all. We all heard about the term recycling, right? The process in which an object, including plastics, has come to a misuse or in other cases retired of its function and become a commodity of inventing a new function or an object so it can be able to be used in the future. Now the problem we are facing right now is related to the people who is doing the right thing but turns out they just ignore it, and what happens? They all did the wrong thing. Face it, in our youth, in such a your time, we all heard from our mentors or our teachers or even our parents talking about pick it up and throw it to the can. But somehow, a lot of people here just ignore it. They just put their ears in their head, but they never use it at all. They just ignore it. It's like you are renting a Lamborghini just to impersonate yourself as a rich person. However, plastics are dangerous and somehow a threat in the world. They can come from any matter, like the problems we are facing in Jakarta nowadays, flooding everywhere, soil eruption everywhere, and pollution, plastic pollution everywhere in Jakarta nowadays. Just what? Because of plastic, and all because of us. First of all, we should not blame Indonesia for why it is dirty. We should also blame ourselves. And second of all, people should have a lot of awareness. And what I mean awareness is their public awareness. They should look around us. Look at every perspective there is. You wouldn't want a dirty country, am I right? Now, it may seem hard, but there are some ways to increase the public awareness of cleanliness. One of them is to have a habit. What habit? To put trash in the right place. Just pick it up and throw it to the can, pick it up and throw it to the can. Later it will be a habit and people will still do it, right? And second of all, make a seminar. Or if a seminar is hard, make it a family or a class activity. Pick it up and throw it to the can, pick it up, throw it to the can. Make it a habit, or make a presentation about it. Spend time with your children, your son, daughters, and many other people so they won't throw trash again, so Indonesia can be a clean place. Plastics can come from any form or matter, like bottles, plastic bags, and any much more plastic types are in this world. But however, we should not make it a threat. Why? Because plastics have done a lot of good things in this world, right? They all make things easier, nonchalant, and they even improve our economy, right? But we all know what must be done right should be done more often. But that doesn't mean we should make plastic a threat. How are we gonna stop littering, and littering? Is how? By joining the good side, by being more responsible in yourself, and stop joining the bad side by just littering everywhere. And however, how can I say this? Just simple. Don't be lazy or have careless cognizance to yourself. Try to make it a habit, no matter how hard it is. Later you'll get used to it. I can conclude whatever the reason littering is, the people in our society should make it a habit of a positive side and show the unused thing, especially plastic, to where it needs to be. Simple. I just hope every one of you listen to me as I make this speech. That is all the speech I am making today. I hope you guys are inspired of my speech. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.